Whoa, that's loud. That shouldn't be too loud for you, though. It's loud for me on my end. We've switched gears a bit away from the Final Fantasies for a moment, and now we are doing kind of what I'm calling a live review. So welcome to a live review for not a new game, but a newly released PS4 game, Everspace. Made by Rockfish developers, this is a procedurally generated roguelike space shooting game. I'm a little hesitant about the roguelike experience. I don't often find those games to be super enjoyable and fun, but this one's actually not bad. This one's actually pretty sweet. So this came out this past week on PS4, as well as the expansion pack for it, the Encounters. So I got both. It's been out for about a year on Xbox, and it's also coming to Switch. Now, this is one of those situations where I often find myself in when I buy a game on PS4 so I can play it, and then I'm probably going to buy this again on Switch because I want to be able to play it on the go. So, Rockfish, if you're listening, please, cross saves would be great. Just some kind of cloud save. I know you can't do that, but like that would be amazing if I could have that in my life. But if you like deep space combat, roguelike shooters, and tons of loot, Everspace is the game for you. Welcome to the live review of Everspace. In live reviews, we're essentially playing the game, but we're also kind of doing a review of it at the same time. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and we'll talk a little bit about what this game is, what it has to offer, and if you should pick it up or not. So here we are, kind of getting into the world.
I think I can break through.
And as I mentioned, this game is a procedurally generated roguelike. If you're unfamiliar with the roguelike genre, the idea is you kind of do runs, you kind of go out into the world, you survive as long as you can, picking up as many things as you can, and then you sort of die. And then you use your money and your points and your things that you've upgraded to make your next run better, easier, upgrade your ship, things like that. It's very much kind of the Dark Souls formula, right? So you run out, you accumulate as much resources as you can. The only difference is you don't have to go back to like a hub area to spend those resources. You can just go until you die, and then you can build blueprints that you find out in the world. You can spend your money on upgrades and things like that. So that's kind of the loop of the game. You go out, you shoot stuff, you find things, you get money, you die, you go back, you spend your money, and you keep going. So, you know, it doesn't sound super compelling, but it is pretty fun. The mechanics are cool. It's got good graphics. I enjoy the spaciness of it. You can see here the graphics are pretty nice. You can switch between third person and first person view on the fly. So if you're more into like the first person experience, do that. The controls are not bad. It's arcadey. It's not simmy, right? It's not like No Man's Sky, which is a little more of a sim game. The controls in this are a little more arcade-like, and so as you can see here, I'm fighting a ship here. I'm going to go back into third person because I kind of like that more. All right, so I blew up one ship, and now I'm fighting this other ship. Okay, so I blew those two ships up. And then you have to go over here, and you can kind of collect what they drop. So this is a ship color. Oh, cool, a ship color. I like that. Okay, cosmetic. I'm into cosmetic stuff, so that's fun. That's cool. I like that. And then I got some scrap. So that's kind of like a currency. You can use that to upgrade things. So this is the game. You kind of run around and shoot stuff and you collect resources. So we'll just play for another couple of minutes. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat about the game if you're interested. I'd be happy to respond to any questions in chat. Oh boy, oh god. Oh, shield booster. I gotta get out of here. Oh, I'm getting wrecked by 1,000 different things. So the more time you spend in an area, generally, the more bad guys will come into that area and start messing with you. So right now I've got a ton of noise I need to get away from. I don't know why this is. I have a tendency to push up on the left stick to go forward. That is not the correct mechanical way to play the game. Oh wow, that's super laggy right there. Am I completely losing my connection? Okay. But I tend to do that for some reason. Even though that's not how you navigate in this game. Alright, these guys need to either leave me alone. Alright, so I got a little shield boost there. I need to either shoot these guys somehow. Oh, why is it the GMB? Did I attack those guys? I keep doing that in this game. So there's like a friendly faction called GNB, I guess. And I don't know, I'm not trying to shoot them, but I keep shooting them and then they keep killing me. Where's my little green, like, escape from this zone thing? Leave me be. Leave me be. Hang on, my Twitch chat has disappeared. Let me get that back up so I can see what people are saying. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I'm about to die, but dying is like commonplace in this game. You're gonna die all the time, and that's okay. Maybe I can, usually there's a way to like get out of this. Oh, there's a thing happening. There's like a jammer, so I can't actually escape from the zone on this particular instance to run this. So I either need to find the jammer and destroy it, or somehow not get killed by these guys. But I think I'm probably just gonna die. Yeah, so I did not survive very long. But yeah, that's Everspace. It's a fun game as far as like the live review goes. My final thoughts and conclusions here is if you like the sort of procedurally generated roguelike experience of games, then you probably will really like this game. If you find that to be an interesting genre, then this is a good one of that genre. It's got good controls, it's got good graphics, so everything seems pretty good. Long term, like the longevity of it, I'm a little concerned about that. You know, I feel like once I've done this for a while, it's going to kind of wear off and get a little old. So if this game had been like $20, I would have been way more comfortable like investing in it. The base game's $30, and then if you want to get the expansion, it's $40. So that's a chunk of change for a game that is, you know, a little bit on the repetitive side and is not going to offer much, I don't think, like later in its life. So it's up to you. But those are my impressions. We'll do one more run here, and then I will sign off. I don't want to make this thing to be too long. So under 10 minutes is what I'm shooting for. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's jump right in. All right, so see jump. All right, so okay, so now it's randomly generated. So this is a new zone. It's a new sort of. It's the same area, but it's like everything's different. So it kind of keeps things fresh. So I can leave if I want to go to the next area. I can point my nose towards that green vortex, or I can bang around in here for a little longer and see what we find and kind of collect some things. So let's just hop around in here for a little bit longer. So these are the Akar fighters. Okar. So I'm going to go maybe take some of those guys down if I can, possibly. Oh! Oh, God. You can go backwards. That's kind of cool. Again, I'm still kind of getting used to the controls a little bit. And the other thing that's tricky for me is like the inversion of the y-axis on this game. Usually I like to invert the y-axis, but like for shooting combat, I almost wish it was like it would switch somehow on its own, but like I don't know. So I'm just kind of getting used to it. Oh, cool. Okay, we got some stuff. All right, so we got a device charge that'll charge my cooldowns, I think, or something like that. We got a velocity mod blueprint, so that's sweet. And I think there was some other stuff floating around. There's some fuel over there. Go grab that fuel. I mean, I don't need any fuel. Okay, so like when you get stuff in the world, you can go to your screen here, your like inventory, and you can do repairs. So that's kind of neat. You can kind of go in here and like I got some hull damage. Can I repair that? I think I don't have the resources to do that. And then you can go in here and you can like craft things. So like if I want to make another shield booster, I can build a new one. If I have the right materials for a shield booster, which is scrap, power cell, gas, I can build a new consumable item there. I don't have enough materials to do anything in there at the moment, so I'm gonna go out of that menu. The little blue markers on the HUD indicate like items of interest that you might want to go check out. So I don't see much of that right now, but the game does look nice though, doesn't it? A little Nova burst over there. It's pretty sweet looking. Alright, so last thing we're going to do is we're going to warp to the next zone, and then we're going to end this review. So, oh, that guy's shooting at me, but that's okay. We're going to escape. So you can see my like escape velocity is kind of building up there, and then we're just going to kind of shoot out of there, shoot out of here if we can. Oh, we can't escape when this guy's shooting us. Alright, we gotta take these guys down then. Alright. Got one more guy. Let's use a shield booster. Oh, I bumped into him. Okay. Missiles are pretty awesome in this game. Alright, cool. Got just a few. Alright, so let's go on to the next area. And so that's how the game goes. Then this is Sector 1. So there's like 3 or 4 nodes here in Sector 1. And then when you get to Sector 1, you kind of get to the next zone. So it's a fun game. If you like roguelikes, if you like space combat, pick it up. If you like this review, like, subscribe, follow, donate. Let me think of some more verbs I could throw out there to ask you to do things with. Whatever. Don't do any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you like the game. See you out in the Neververse.